President Trump's world view. That is the subject of today's Talking Points Memo. Here's the big thing, and nobody reports this. President Trump is unique in his background for the office. If you study American history, as I have, you know that there were two categories of people elected to run the government. First were the career politicians, beginning with John Adams. All right, Thomas Jefferson, people who were in politics and who made that their life's work. Second were the generals, George Washington, Dwight Eisenhower, U.S. Grant, people like that. So you're either a politician or you were a general, a military figure. Donald Trump was neither of those, never served in the military, never held political office, never even cared about it. And he made his money and his fame in real estate and entertainment. Again, real estate and entertainment. No other background in public service. So he gets to be president of the United States, and the establishment hates that. They don't want the highest office in the land going to somebody who hasn't gone up through the system. They don't want it. This is an outsider. This is a Philistine, in their opinion. So it was deeply personal when he won the election. Donald Trump's worldview. I think I'm qualified more than most to tell you about it. He is a man who looks at the world in a deal-making way, all right? Because that's what he's done his whole life, made deals. He doesn't look at it in a historical way. He doesn't look at it in an ideological way. Deal-making. First, foremost, and just about everything. That's good and bad. So let's take the tariffs, okay? So when you say the word tariff, everybody goes, your eyes glaze over. All this is that Donald Trump believes that the USA is being taken advantage of by China, by Europe, by its trading partners, pretty much everywhere in the world. And he wants as many goods in America to be sold in Australia or China or Germany as we take, America takes, okay, and buys from them. Now, in a place like China, that's never going to happen because the incomes, Chinese people can't afford it. But in a place like Germany, surely that could happen. But the trade imbalances are huge. So that Germany and China and almost every other country in the world makes much more money from us, all right? We buy more things that they make than they buy that we make. Trump doesn't like that. And he says, if you don't make it easier to buy American stuff, we're going to put a tariff on your stuff coming in here. Now, make it easier. What does that mean? It means that the Japanese play games, for example, on our cars, our TV sets, things like that. It makes it harder for our products to actually get into the stores. There's all kinds of different ways they can do it. Germany does it. Pretty much everybody does it. And Trump says, you better stop it or we're going to slap tariffs on you. Now, short term, who knows? Who knows whether the companies in Germany and the companies in China will scream so loud that the governments have to stop playing games. They might, but they might not. In the meantime, American companies get hurt, because we're not shipping as much stuff to China, to Germany, and all of that. But Trump says, don't worry about it. In the end, we'll get the deal we want. We'll see. Okay. Russia. Complicated history with Russia. But Trump doesn't really care about that. He wants Russia to stop misbehaving in the Middle East primarily. That's what he wants. Crimea, Trump doesn't care. Then that happened on Obama's watch. It's gone, not coming back. I don't care. Russian meddling in our election, as long as it didn't rise up to anybody in Trump's inner circle, he doesn't care. He won. He won the election. When did he you know, yeah, it was bad, but is he emotionally distraught about it? No. But that's not a good thing. He should be mad at Russia. They're bad. I would be upset if I were the president and they try to hack into our election and cause all kinds of chaos. They have to pay a price. But Trump won. He wants going forward a better deal with Russia. That's how he looks at it. North Korea, you know, he thinks he's winning there because he steamrolled over Kim Jong-un, threatened him, steamrolled him. Un showed up. Un says he's going to knock off the nuke program. We'll see. But Trump thinks he won there. So he's trying to do the same thing with Iran. Look, if you continue to do this stuff, destabilize the Middle East, and threaten the USA, we're going to hurt you. We're going to hurt you hard. And that could happen. I cannot say that Donald Trump wouldn't, you know, launch a few airstrikes against Iran. He might. Depends how bellicose they get and how, you know, but I expect Iran to, you know, basically stop it for a while because their economy is getting killed by the sanctions. But, you know, Iran better watch itself. And Trump does not like them. He could hurt them. Now, again, that hurts the world economy if he does anything. But does Trump care about that? No. Unintended consequences is not something Donald Trump thinks about a lot. He doesn't plan 6 moves in advance. He's not a chess player. He's a gut player. Europe, you know, Trump doesn't really like Europe very much. You know, he's not, doesn't like the culture, doesn't like their quasi-socialism, doesn't like their economic profile, doesn't like the fact that they took advantage of NATO for all these years, hates Merkel, wants Merkel gone. Macron he likes okay, the French president. May, he thinks she's going to be gone soon, probably happen. The next guy, who knows? But Trump doesn't really like them, but he wants better trade deals with them, and he wants them to pay more for NATO. Nothing wrong with that, but you don't want to crush a relationship with Europe because we still need them. Now, overall, in his mind, Donald Trump's mind, he believes that the United States of America dominates the world. We're the big dog. And you better do what the big dog wants or you're going to get bitten. That's simplistic, but that's pretty much his philosophy. His worldview is, we're the big fella. You better get in line. And we're not going to be unreasonable, but we're not going to be taken advantage of. Trump's base loves that. Loves it. Though he doesn't lose here politically. But he's got to be careful to not overdo that. Not overdo it, because we do need the help of other countries. So, summing up, unintended consequences, not something Donald Trump thinks about an awful lot, but he should. Because bad things can happen. For everything you do, there's going to be 6 or 7 things that happen because of it. Trade deals, if I had to bet, I'd say Trump's probably going to get better trade deals for the USA in the end. Probably going to happen. North Korea, I think he'll neutralize. Iran, he may have to hit them. Russia's going to misbehave. He's not going to win on Russia. But his worldview is, I'm a deal maker. I'm going to make the deal. It's going to be best for the country. I'm going to play to my base, be the strong guy, America first, and I'll win re-election. And that's the Talking Points Memo.